What's up, guys? I want to go through a few things today. Probably I just share with this screen first. I use this screen actually, I use this website actually to have a look at whether it's altcoin season or whether it's Bitcoin season. This is giving an indicator whether you can purchase the altcoin or purchase during the Bitcoin. How does it work? It's like this. So if let's say the indicator here shows 65, right? When you reach above 75, it is basically altcoin season, right? Meaning to say altcoins will boom, go crazy, right? And if the indicator when moves below 25, it will be Bitcoin season. So basically, Bitcoin will go crazy or rally very hard, right? So you can actually take this as a strategy, right? To see what should you do. You should buy when it is buy Bitcoin when it is out season, and you can buy out season when it is Bitcoin, right? So that you can get the better price. But this is just a overall indicator only, right? That I use frequently. So today, I would like to go through a few crypto that I feel it is highly potential and have a lot of possibilities in terms of long-term growth, right? Long-term hold. I'll show you first. Here are a couple of things. But first of all, if you guys appreciate it, if I'm bringing you some value or content, you can just subscribe, comment on further videos, or also like to also help the YouTube algorithm, right? To give you more contents of the same type of people. All right. So let me just go through one of these right now. So my first crypto that I feel have the highest potential is Ethereum. I think it is no stranger here, right? To the crypto people in the space. Reason why is because it has big potentials to try in terms of the DeFi space, decentralized finance. It has a huge potential for NFTs, right? Non-fungible tokens, which is crazy right now. And a lot of the people are using the technologies from from Bitcoin as well as Ethereum, mainly, right? From that, I can actually share with you some of the the updates of how it looks like, right? Just to give you some better background. Right now it's hovering around 1007. It looks good because it is kind of retracing a little bit for the pricing, right? Okay, this is one of the app that I actually just look or use to pay attention or in terms of what sort of decentralized apps there are, which are peaking, which are doing good and stuff like that. You guys can check out this website. It's really helpful. Okay, guys, I wanted to share with you one of these platforms that I'm using to discover decentralized apps. It's breaking down into like NFTs, decentralized finance, games, gambling, as well as exchanges, right? Basically, I use this to actually track some of the top apps that are being used, right? If let's say you want to track for certain coins or certain chains that are very popular right now, right? This is one website that you can use to see the biggest movers and the biggest users, right? And the reason why I say that Ethereum is a really good long-term project is because if you just look at some of the protocols of the apps being built on Ethereum, right? Just take the longest 30 days here. You can see the categories are written here and some of the protocol that are being used, the balance that they have, right? As well as the users, as well as the volume, the daily volume or the 30 days volume. So as you can see here, from Uniswap, Sushi, Maker, Compound combined, it makes up about almost 11, 20, 26 billion, right? Not adding Curve, 30 billion, right? And even though Binance Smart Chain is catching up really quickly, right? As you can see here, but at the end of the day, a lot of the users or the potential still lies in the Ethereum space. And if let's say Ethereum right now they are planning to reduce or have some solutions to solve their layer 2, their high gas fees, right, by using layer 2, I think they will have a huge traction and more people will swap over from the Binance Smart Chain or from Ethereum. Ethereum activities will go crazy again, right? This is one of my thoughts here, right? Let me know what you guys think, right? You can just centralize and look through. This DApp radar is really good, right? In terms of tracking what sort of portfolio, what sort of apps that are being built on top of Ethereum, or maybe let's say you're a VeChain supporter, right? Then you can just track down, right? In terms of what sort of DApps that are being built on there, things like that, right? Okay, so this is one thing about Ethereum, and also another thing that another app that I've been using to just keep track is state of the apps. You can actually look here in terms of the user volume, what sort of play they are going through. They also have the whole range of categories, right? As you can see here, you can see the active amount of users, some of the apps that are being built, more explanation, the development activity. Because to me, I feel if there is huge development activity on a certain platform like Ethereum or Tron or things like that, as long as there's people building on top on a certain chain, that would trigger more activities, more users, and also the higher the user, then the price will eventually go up, right? So that's my logic behind it as well, for this using this state of the apps to have a look, right? And this is what I want to share with you in terms of Ethereum. And the second coin that I wanted to share with you is actually a centralized exchange token, which is no other or no stranger, which is the Binance coin, right? I believe people in the centralized exchange world, whenever they want to buy a crypto, they either can do it through a centralized exchange or a decentralized exchange. There's pros and cons to both. Centralized is cheaper, faster by KYC. Decentralized, they're trying to match it and fight with the centralized exchange right now, but there are still some gaps being covered right now. But for me, I'm a huge supporter of Binance, because this is kind of the first centralized exchange token that I'm using. And if let's say for users to use their Binance chain, buying on the Binance, they actually use Binance coin as a fee in terms of per transaction, right? So whatever you buy in the centralized exchange, they actually can be used to further discount their transaction fee using the Binance coin, right? So that is kind of like putting it as like a exchange-based token. And I think this on a daily basis, you can see the market cap is like 1.7 trillion. And if you look at Binance, top centralized exchange, their daily volume is always about 4 billion, right, daily. So on a daily basis, they're earning. The platform is actually earning on the per transaction fee. So I think that's why Binance Coin is still a really good buy, right? Looking back at the price, this was pretty long ago. Yep. I think the one that it starts going crazy is during when they launch their when they start using their Binance Coin as the fee, right? And then the price started to skyrocket up until 200 plus, as high as 338, right? So I think it's still a very, very positive buy for the long-term hold, because they are recently announced partnership as well with some of the payments players as well, right? And they recently hired one guy from ex-ambassador from the US to try to regulate and to further help the crypto to get regulation, right? So I think this is a good buy for Binance, right? You can actually look at other exchanges as well, right? Huobi is doing the same thing. OKB, crypto.com as well. But for me, looking at these few exchanges, so far I have tried this and this, not crypto, these two. KuCoin as well, I've tried, but I don't quite like KuCoin. So looking at these few, of course the price is huge discount, right? You might look at Huobi, since they have quite a lot of potential there as well, and they have their own token as well. So they're kind of like a similar mirror to Binance Coin, but more towards the China space. You can give it a try to use Huobi as well, but to me, I would rather stick with Binance token as well. So this is Binance as my second choice of recommendation. As you can see here, one more thing good about Binance is that usually we look and go through what people are saying about the app, right? I think that's a good indicator as well of what's to come, right? Having a good rating, of course, recently there are certain negative spots here, but as a whole, if you look at the app as a whole, this rating of 4.7 is pretty high. If you compare it with maybe crypto.com, it's about 3.5. Hobby is here as well. It's about 4.7. Yeah, it's quite decent, right? KuCoin is here as well, 3.8. So if you can do a comparison like this, I would still go with either Hobby or maybe I go with Binance in terms of usability, right? Because customer is usually a very important play, right? Because they are the one that will be depositing the money into the trade exchanges, and you should know when and how to take care of the customer, right? All right, guys, there is another website that I've been using right now. It is called CoinMarketCalendar, coinmarketcal.com. This website is really good as well, which is highlighting all the latest, biggest news about the coins that will have a lot of potential hype, right? So I believe there's people that will be looking for the latest news that will be coming today or in the next coming week, right? You can search like a certain coin like a DOT, right? For example, then all the other DOT sort of events will come out here, right? Related to them and things like that. So I think this is a really help. Some of the people might use this potential way to kind of like pump and dump, right? If you can say it like that, right? Like being, let's say this SHTC coin, right? They're going to be listed in the Bitmart listing. So maybe there will be a huge spike in terms of SHTC pricing, things like that, right? Protocol mainnet launch. Mainnet launch is kind of a big thing, right? As well. It is on 31st March, end of the month. Maybe BSC integration with FastSwap, right? Things like that. So you can actually look at all the coins that maybe you're holding. I think this is a really good place to have a look and digest a little bit more about information here, right? The third token that I actually wanted to share is actually about BAT, Basic Attention Token, right? This token is kind of like a utility token for the decentralized private browsing as well as the advertising space, right? So I think we know that if we use like Google Chrome or maybe Firefox, right? We will usually kind of link it with our account, right? Our account here to track our history and all that. So to kind of have the decentralized or private browsing, some people use VPN and use private browsing browsers. So Brave is actually a private browsing space that is pretty positive, right? In terms of this space, and they work a lot of they work with a lot of the advertisers as well to kind of watch and look at the advertisements, and in return the users can get back they will earn actually the BAT tokens. So advertisers will incentivize the users watch the video, users get the BAT token, stuff like that, right? So this is something really good in their platform BAT here as well. And a good thing about BAT is that they also recently just acquired a search engine to kind of, I guess, to be an alternative with Google, right? And their price kind of bumped about 30%. So I think that's a huge positive news, right, about that. But this will be a really good long-term hold, right, if they're trying to fight Google. But at the end of the day, some people prefer the private browsing, right? I think that's very important. And they have about like 25 million users right now, right? This is another potential coin to consider. Yeah, BAT still about 75 cents. about 1 billion, 1 million, yeah, 1 billion market cap. Still there's huge potential, right? Here, right? This is one other token, Brave Attention token. How it works, you can have a look about it in their website. They won't have a lot of hard explanation there. Another token, another coin that I wanted to share is actually about Theta. So Theta is actually a decentralized streaming platform. So think of it like YouTube, right? YouTube is centralized, right? Someone owns it. Someone needs to stream and provide the hosting servers and things like that. So Theta, what they do is they try to provide a place where it is kind of decentralized, right? So that people or users like us, we can kind of stake our graphic processing power to power up the ecosystem, so that we can do a sharing in terms of the video's quality, right? And some of the big peoples from Theta here is that we have the founder from there are a few big people here. Let me show you. The founder of YouTube is part of the team, right? Yeah, the founder of YouTube is here, Steve Chen. Esports, they are going into esports play as well, this guy. And G Fuel, I think people know about this. Sony for hiring. And someone big in the space is also this Justin Khan, which is the Twitch co-founder as well. So their team here is pretty extensive, right? And they have a huge partnerships that they have as well. Samsung, Pandora, there's a few big players here as well that are in this space. So right now they are kind of in their pre-launch to their mainnet. They will be launching their mainnet soon, right? And by launching their mainnet, then they will be introducing this T-fuel staking, right? And also some mining as well. So you can, as a miner, you can actually mine their token, which is the Theta token. And the Theta is mostly used for like a governance to do the votings and stuff like that. And this T-fuel is more of like their utility token. To me, I feel that the utility tokens for most of the crypto are more important, right? So I kind of purchased and got some Theta T-fuel tokens as well, right? And if you're interested into participating into the voting and the governance of where the Theta is or is going, right? You can actually look into getting their main token, Theta Network, which is about 680 now. I believe they were on a really huge uptrend for a long time, right? Here, so you can see here. So Theta is also one of my potential that you can look through and investigate further. I think this is a really good potential here, right? And there's also an article why Theta price hit all-time high. This was February 14. Now it's already March. It's about 6 something. 6. Yeah, it's about more than double, right? Community engagement. So there's a lot of streamers that are actually doing streaming on Theta TV as well. Theta TV. So let me just show you how it looks like. Yep. So it's kind of like a Twitch kind of style of watching it, right? So there's people playing games, there's NASA, and all these kind of things. You can watch and earn the T-fuel, right? Which is the token, right? The utility token. Yep, things like that. So you can just watch and have a look at all this as well. So there's a lot of people that are jumping into this wagon, the streamers and all that, doing some streaming, gaining some tokens. That's very important because they can make more money and stuff like that. So there's a lot of big partnerships. So this is something to look forward as well from this space, Theta, right? And another thing that is important as well that I want to share to you that is helping the Ethereum ecosystem, which is layer 2 solution, which is Polygon, or they call it Matic, right? They have rebranded Polygon or Matic. So this is kind of like the layer 2 solution for the Ethereum space as well. And they are kind of having a lot of positive news right now because of the high gas fees in Ethereum. Now they are kind of taking off or helping a lot of their Ethereum ecospace, the decentralized apps, and as well as the NFT plays and some of the other people as well. And for here, they are also being listed on new Coinbase Pro, which caused their token to kind of spike. March 9, we can see here. Let me show you, where is it? Yeah, because every time when there's a new coin listing, there will be a spike. Yeah, you can see here, March 9. They started increasing more and more, and also they have had a lot of positive news in the last few days or weeks. So that's why Matic is a long-term buy as well. I would suggest, but of course you can have a look about them, because their fees and their costing is very low compared to the current Ethereum gas fees right now. And they also can do a lot of things onto their Matic side. Right now, you can use their Matic wallet here. You can use their Matic wallet to do some staking as well, actually. But for myself, I'm not keen on looking to do that right now, right? So I think they have their own wallet as well here. Let me show you. Matic wallet, Matic. Yeah, so they have their own Matic wallet as well, where you can do staking. Transfer your crypto Matic from your, maybe like your centralized exchange from Binance or BlockFi or Crypto.com. You transfer here, then you can delegate and stake your token as well, right? You can stake a token and import from MetaMask, right? And you can actually stake and gain some rewards as well from here, right? This is their main wallet that you can do the staking as well here, right? Okay, Matic is good as a potential. So far, I think these are the few that I want to share with you. And another one important in this space is actually Kusama. Kusama is more into the space of the Polkadot network, right? Yeah, they sit on the Polkadot ecosystem, right? And apart from DOT, which is the main token, Kusama is a kind of like a secondary token, like how Bitcoin is, Ethereum is to Bitcoin, right? So one thing very good about Kusama is that they, for whatever new projects that run on Polkadot, right, a lot of the time the projects will actually be used as a test environment, as a pre-launch space. So before they go to production, right, a lot of the testing, UAT and things like that are done on this Kusama network or the sandbox environment. So I think this is a really good thing. I noticed this from when it was 100 plus at that point of time, and this been going up and up and up, even more than Polkadot as well. So it's kind of like a very important coin which are helping this space, right? You can see a Polkadot experiment. It's a test net. Some may think it's a test net, but it's far more than that, like I mentioned. So there's also a lot of developments that are being done in this Polkadot experiment space, right? And then it looks like Kusama is being used more than what it wants to be right now, to maybe to have its own identity apart from Polkadot as well. And this is something that it is very promising from here as well. And having a lot of builders that build on the Kusama network, and network maintainers like a validator, I think that will kind of power this Kusama network even better as well. And then if you're even more interested, you can participate in their governance process, right? The votings, and then what sort of proposals, how do you want to shape the Kusama network, and things like that. You can also participate here as well, right? So this is Kusama. I believe this is something that are very important, right? In this Polkadot network. And this is something that you can do in terms of a long-term hold as well. And you can see that Kusama ecosystem powers Fala network, Chainlink, Oracle Play, Akala as well as Polkadot, right? So a lot of potentials here in terms of this Kusama network that I want to bring to your attention. And I also want to share with you a couple of differences that I found from here. Like, what's the difference between Kusama and Polkadot, right? Polkadot is high stability, high security, high validator. Kusama is like low barrier of entry, low penalties, fast iteration, and using the latest technology. So a lot of the startups or the small companies will always, as we know in the crypto space, there's plenty of like IDOs, they call it, or initial coins offerings and stuff like that being happening on a daily basis. So I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other new companies that are trying to innovate from the current space, and they will of course do a test bed into the Kusama network first. So that's very important, right? So Polkadot is more for the enterprise or the B2B applications and things like that, right? So a lot of the people, they will jump in on Kusama first, and when they feel they are more stabilized and have better potential and they are mature enough as a product, then probably they'll jump on Polkadot network already, right? So in terms of that, it's like kind of like a startup accelerator, and then you jump here to kind of be your own coin and do your own thing at a more mature phase, right? And that's all for some of the coins that I want to mention to you. Ethereum, BNB, BAT, the token, data token, as well as Kusama as well. I mean, I believe there's a lot of other tokens out there, but you can have a look more. But these are a few of my views that these tokens that won't go away in the near future as well. They will stay on this network as well. And last but not least, I actually wanted to share about another platform that I've been using to track news. This is actually, I just Google only, right? So I believe everybody is like trying to find for the latest news of technology. Either people use Facebook or Twitter or some crypto news, or you go to YouTube, right? You guys can actually look at this website called Crypto Panic, right? I think it's really good for people that want to get news about certain coins, right? Things like maybe you want to find things about Ethereum, right? You can just type Ethereum here, and most of the news about Ethereum will show out from the latest news. So it's kind of work like an aggregator of news, right? Whatever news from the different channels, they will bring in and put it into one space. And then you can actually also filter it based on like important people the community will kind of engage this network, right? You can see all this green, the orange and stuff. So blue is like comment, red is dislike, like, this one is importance, right? Importance, and then rising is the up arrow, right? So there's a lot of things here that I believe can help people in the crypto space to get the news faster as well. Because at the end of the day, the news will affect a lot of the coins and things like that, right? That's just some of my my findings that I just found, right? So right now, I think BTC is about 56. Let's see whether they can break their all-time high here around 58. If they cannot, then probably they will start doing the reconciliation. But let's see how it goes for the next few days. End of the day, for me, I believe if you were in this space, a lot of the time you can just purchase, buy the dips, right? Buy the dips, here, or whatever other coins that are altcoins that are looking at, and hold on the long term, right? At the end of the day, whatever go up must come down, whatever go down must come up as well. That's why I look at it. And if you purchase on a lot of the strong fundamental coins, which are good team, potential product, not just pump and dump, I believe they will go up all the way, right? There will be no doubt about it. Who knows if it will go up to the sky or it will come down, right? At the end of the day, we need to do our own research, make sure that we do our due diligence and don't put in more than what we cannot lose, right? All right, guys, appreciate and hope that this is helpful information. Although it's a bit lengthy, hopefully it's informative to you. I shared some of the potential platforms, and hopefully you can give me a like, subscribe, and follow me on all my socials. You can look here This is some of my links here or down below as well. All right, thanks and have a good weekend, guys. Take care.